Alright, a video on the targeted individual UK government psychological terror programme. Today is the 21st of October 2018. I still currently do not have internet set up, so I'm unable to upload any videos. It will be set up in the next coming days. Just thought I'd do a video because targeted going out. As soon as I go out, car one headlight, and then after that, a lot of strange things. Well, the thing I've noticed is I suspect one of the neighbours, if not a lot of them here, are on the low participating in my targeting, because I've noticed every time I go out, either that or they're mind controlling them to come out. Nearly every time I go out or come back, they're there. So this morning I went out, neighbour was on the front, woman. This evening, come back and there's a man in a van who lives in one of the houses opposite. But still, this area is 10 times better than where I was for the targeting. It's a lot less heavy than in Sheffield. Sheffield was like 3 times worse than it has been here. But this area it's not going to be easy for them to target me. So after the one headlight car, ambulance comes down, puts the siren on, turns the siren off, right? On the road opposite where I was. So they tracked me, or they knew I'd left, right? They knew through the remote neural monitor, and I could tell I'm being remote neural monitored because my head, I've got that familiar, uncomfortable, anxious, fuzzy-headed feeling that I get when I'm being remote neural monitored, right? This is a symptom of remote neural monitoring. So I was like, I bet when I go out to go on my bike, I'll be targeted pretty heavily. And yeah, targeting, it's true what Napier Route says, it does follow you. I mean, I knew moving here, it won't stop. I just moved here because I was tired of Sheffield, and I've enjoyed it a lot more already the last few days being here than in Sheffield, aka Shitfield. So, yeah, you know, they're still going to target me out here. I'm not going to mention the name of the town, but, you know, because I'm not going to film actually outside my house even, because I believe they use that to get people to target me more in the other place. So, yeah, basically, after that happens, I come back and there's a guy getting in a van. But yeah, I mean, still targeting me. There's been ambulance sirens every morning as well. And roughly the time, roughly 10, 20 minutes after I wake up, there's been ambulance sirens going off, or fire engine sirens. For the last 3 days, it's not been like Sheffield where it's been all afternoon. I mean, that's the severe noise campaign that they can do in the city, where they can have sirens all afternoon and no one bats an eyelid. They can't easily do that here without attracting attention, but they are still doing the siren harassment techniques, such as using the ambulances and other emergency service vehicle sirens as part of my targeting, as the NHS has a huge part in my harassment and gang stalking. Has been since the onset, really. The NHS has been the biggest participator in my targeting, in my harassment, the use of ambulance sirens and paramedic vehicle sirens to constantly harass, constantly do the noise campaign, driving past me. This is something that's been there from the start. So, a bit of colour harassment today. They're still using the colour red to target me, trying anyway. So, it's pathetic, really. They recycle the old tactics. So they seem to think, okay, we're not targeting the colours for a while, we're going to target him again, right? Well, guess what? I'm going to do the exact same thing again, which is wear the same colours. So it's not going to affect me, okay? Red is the colour they've been using. Constantly people wearing red. Red shirts, red coats. I mean, using kids too. Like, there's this 15-year-old girl. I thought something was up. She looking over her shoulder. Then she kind of went a bit of distance, I guess, where she thought I wouldn't see, and then she's just got on her phone. I mean, they use children in this surveillance and harassment and psychological terror program. This is being, I'm sick of seeing you people on other TI's videos saying this is not the government, this is demons, this is spiritual warfare, this is, neighborhood watch. Listen, this is the government that is running these programs, okay? Don't let anyone tell you it is not the UK, US, and other governments that are doing these programs. Who else has the access to the technology, the surveillance capabilities, the ability to get so many people to participate than the government? And the US government, the UK government is coming out as well, when we've been hearing about how they've been drugging people in these children's hospitals and stuff. It came out in Derbyshire, which is where I'm living right now. Came out in Derbyshire that they have been doing this MK Ultra type experimentation on children, drugging them, sleep depriving them, etc. So this has been going on in the UK as well as the United States. It's just the UK has done a better job of covering it up. But I believe it's gone on just the same as it did in the United States with MK Ultra. If you don't know what MK Ultra is, Google it. Actually, don't Google it. Find a credible website, because you can't trust Google. Use something like DuckDuckGo, because Google will probably send you to misinformation. You also need to research COINTELPRO, which was the CIA's. Basically, it was this program. That was the predecessor to what is going on now, which was used on Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, other African American leaders, and the same tactics that were used in that program are used in this modern day program. Okay, so slander, smear. We wonder why everyone in our neighborhood seems to turn on us and not like us all of a sudden for no reason. It's because they go to the people in your neighborhood and they spread lies and rumors. Okay, rumor campaign, lie campaign. And I saw it when I was living in Norton Lees. I saw this every day. I'd go out and there'd be nasty looks, had people trying to start on me, which got dealt with. People trying to start on me, trying to give me ice grills, glaring at me. Basically, as a TI, you notice everyone around you treats you like public enemy number one. People you don't know look at you like they know you, like they know something about you that's negative. So people just seem to either, you feel like people are talking about you, people seem to be unfriendly, they glare at you, they smirk when they go past you, like they've been told something about you. This is something that is a common thing. But I experienced so much negativity where I lived from the surrounding. It was just so weird. There's so many weird people in Norton Lees and Mersbrook Park area. There's just so many weird people there. Like, seriously. It's just a freak show, if you don't believe me, go for yourself. I mean, a lot of these people will probably leave when I go, but if you want to see some of these weirdos, go to Mersbrook Park in Sheffield. Just go there and have a look around, and you'll see what I mean. it's just a freak show. Go to West House and talk to Fred and Joyce. It's just a freak show. You know, they are weirdos. I mean, they'll probably say some shit, but I really don't care. But yeah, I mean, it's it is ridiculous what we go through as TIs. You know, absolutely ridiculous what we're forced to live through. We are the modern day. This is like a modern day witch hunt. And that's what it feels like sometimes. It feels like the whole. It honestly felt like nearly everybody in Norton Leeds was out to get me. It seriously did. Like everyone hated me there. Like seriously, I just didn't speak to any of my neighbours anymore because they were targeting me or they were doing stuff. And I used to speak to Fred and Joyce, mainly Joyce, because Fred pretty much didn't like me from the get-go. I got on with Joyce, but I just stopped, because of the targeting, because they were psychologically harassing me. But yeah, I mean, it's just ridiculous. Every time I went out, there'd be someone out there, like one of the stalkers would be out there. 90% of them were old, like elderly people. They'd be sat out there. I came back from Sheffield at about 10 o'clock, and this guy with a Jack Russell was out there, and he's like shining a torch at me. I'm like, yeah, you go, you scumbag, you fucking dirtbag. And he just walks off, you know what I mean? These people really are weird. But he was just waiting there for me to come up. He was just waiting there. Like, they'll risk their lives going places at night, because they don't know who's in the park after that. I'll go through the park. The last time I went through the park, they were all in the park, like walking around the park. No torches or anything. They were there in the park. So, yeah. But the use of the NHS in this psychological terror program really is evil and despicable, especially when there's a shortage of staff and ambulances. It shows how twisted parts of the government are and evil. They would rather use the resources to harass me and other people instead of helping general public. You know what I mean? It's really ridiculous. So, same thing in Derbyshire. Well, I was harassed in Derbyshire. I've been harassed in Derbyshire because that's where my family live. I grew up in Derbyshire. I was born in Nottinghamshire, but I lived in Sheffield for 5 years because I went to college in Sheffield. And the people from my college as well target me and they were participating in this. Not everyone, but good proportion of the ones from there that don't like me. So they'll go to people from your college that don't like you, get them to participate in this program. So, yeah. But yeah, other than that, it's pretty quiet at night here. Although they've been doing the noise campaign to the best that they can, they're desperate. Like they're flying a plane over this morning. They're getting desperate, I think, because they know they can't do a lot of what they were doing in West House without attracting attention. So they're getting desperate. So what they've been doing is having cars with muffler exhausts like at 11, 12 at night down in the town centre, revving their engines up. And of course with the sirens in the morning. They know they can't do what they were doing in Sheffield to the extent they were doing it without attracting undue attention. So, it's just really ridiculous, what these people are about. But I'm enjoying it here. It's nice. It's nice. It's a nice place. I'm not going to just even describe what it looks like because it'll help them, And I know they know where I live, but I'm not going to make it easy for the lower level ones in Sheffield that watch my videos to find where it is, because I'm pretty sure they are in the loop 100%. But if they know roughly where it is, I know for a while they'll start turning off from Sheffield. They better not, because if I recognise any of you bastards from Sheffield and I catch you slipping around here, I'll make you disappear. You know what I mean? I'll make you disappear. Believe that. You better not fucking follow me from Sheffield out here. You know what I mean? If any of you bastards that don't like me try and gangstor me out here, I'm gonna beat you up at the very least. So you better fucking be careful what you do and stay the fuck away from me. Alright? And people are like, oh, you're violent, but this is violence. Of course, this is all fictional what I just said, so don't take it seriously, with the violent bit. But you can take it how you want, you know what I mean? Take it how you want, whether I'm being serious or not. So yeah, basically, it's been better. A lot better.